I was 15 years old on an operating table, and not one doctor ever told me histamine had anything to do with it at all. I'm a retired nurse and I've spent decades in medicine, and I'm telling you right now, the medical system failed me from the time I was 3 years old, and it's probably failing you. I started my period right before my 12th birthday, and from day one, it was not normal. The pain was debilitating. I'm not someone who complains. By the time I was 15 years old, I was in an operating room for my very first of many exploratory laparoscopies. And that is when they found it, endometriosis. I was 15, and that was just the beginning. What nobody knew then, and what I didn't even know until recently, is that my body had been signaling this problem for years before my first period ever started. When I was between 3 and 5 years old, I had repeated parotid gland infections. They're the salivary glands back here. I had a chronic cough that kept my whole family up at night. My body was inflamed and reactive before I even started kindergarten. I thought these things were separate, random things, just bad luck. They were not separate. They were never separate. Over the course of my childbearing years, I had surgery after surgery trying to manage endometriosis. I was put on birth control, then Depo-Provera. Then I wanted to get pregnant again, and everything stopped working. I was told from a young age I would probably struggle to have children. I had miscarriages. I struggled for years. And somewhere in the middle of all that, a doctor did an ultrasound at one of my appointments, found something else entirely: polycystic ovarian syndrome, PCOS. And when she checked my insulin level, not my glucose level, my insulin level, it was high. Two diagnoses, two separate conditions, same body, same war going on inside me. Still, not one doctor connected them to each other. Not one connected either of them to what was happening in my immune system. Here's what I know now that I didn't know then. Estrogen tells your mast cells to release histamine. Histamine tells your body to make more estrogen. And it becomes this feedback loop. And if you have endometriosis or PCOS, there's a real chance that loop has been running in your body for years. The inflammation, the pain, the hormonal chaos, the reactions that seemed random. That is histamine. That is mast cells. That is a system that never learned how to calm down. And for me, it started before I was ever in kindergarten, long before any doctor ever gave it a name. I'm telling you this not so that you'll feel sorry for me. I'm telling you this because I know you're out there. You've been dismissed. You've been handed a diagnosis and a prescription, sent home with no answers. You have been told it's normal or that it's in your head. And it's not in your head. And in this series, I'm going to connect every single dot that took me a lifetime to find. If you have endometriosis, PCOS, unexplained fertility struggles, hormonal chaos that nobody can explain, you need to stay with me. Follow so you don't miss the next one. And if you're wondering whether histamine is a part of your story, my free checklist is linked in the bio, because this is where science meets heart, and you deserve both.